Hello and welcome to He Said She Said Food for Thought. Today we are cooking beef Wellington, which I think originates from France, and we stole it. That'd be the English, not Americans, because I'm English.
It was the Duke of Wellington, and apparently he met with a French aristocrat, from what we've read. And we've been preparing for this for quite some time, doing our little research. Our first time making it, I've actually eaten it, and my husband, who's from England, has not. So we will see if this is an epic fail or if it works.
So first things first, the cut of meat is very important.
Yes, it is. We got this actually from Central Meat Market, and I sent my husband actually on, it's Christmas time, so he's looking around, and the food selection could be kind of slim, but we went to a local market. This is the center cut beef tenderloin. I'm going to season it with salt and pepper, not too much salt.
Then we're going to sear it in a pan.
But will you tell them when you were looking in the market what you found? It was like 20, this is $19.98 a pound, and we have 3 pounds here.
So it's $60 worth of meat right there.
That's why we really don't want to mess it up.
So if we mess this up, it's going to be expensive.
Sad day. A little bit of salt and pepper. And from everything I've been reading, inspired by Jamie Oliver and also Gordon Ramsay. Thank you.
And cooking with Barbish.
He's kind of cool. I know.
He's a cool guy.
You sear it. That's the big thing. You want to sear the meat, but you don't want to overcook it. And that's what I'm afraid of. So we took the strings off. You can leave those on.
So, okay, the beast is seared, as you can see. And now you're meant to put English mustard on it, but we had a problem. We couldn't find any Coleman's English mustard anywhere around these parts. So what I did is I resorted to the French version, but I figured this is a good recipe for it. I read about mustard seeds, and apparently the English add a little bit more turmeric, and they also add, which is one of the reasons I love Coleman's, and I looked at all these stores, everybody was sold out. But we also happen to be a big fan of horseradish as well. So I made basically a concoction of Grey Poupon, horseradish, turmeric, a little bit of salt and pepper, and I'm hoping that will do the trick. We just want to incorporate some of those flavors in here. And what we've done, as soon as it was seared, we put it on a plate and then brushing it with mustard so that the juices from the mustard go into the meat, so you don't let the meat cool.
And we're using what I've looked at different recipes, about a 1/4 cup of mustard, but I think we're just going to do this liberally, and my husband will show you the next step.
Okay, so now that it's covered in mustard, I'm going to wrap it in cling film and let it rest in the fridge for approximately 15 minutes. The trick, apparently, according to Gordon Ramsay, is to make it as tight as possible. So that is what we are.
I would push it.
We are doing, but what we figured out is, as cling film's not wide enough, so what I'm going to do, I've done it long ways, and then I'm going to put another piece of cling film this way to make it tight, because I'm good on the ends, I just want it tighter.
Okay.
So I'll show you when it's finished. Here it is wrapped, just going in the fridge, and we're going to let it rest for 15 minutes. Okay, so the beef is in the fridge, and this is the mushrooms.
Okay, I've got mushrooms, I've got 2 shallots, 2 cloves of fresh garlic, and we have rosemary, sage, and thyme that we're just going to use at the very top here. I also added about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire.
And it's kind of important to cook all the moisture out the mushrooms.
And no oil.
It's just straight in the pan.
That's right. Hey guys, I forgot to add to the mixture that I previously made. I also put a half an onion in with the shallots and garlic. But here's my husband, and he's rolling out 2 puff pastries. And what else are you doing? Can you let us know?
I have layered it with ham. You're meant to use, what you're meant to use?
Prosciutto, if you can, or Parma ham.
But we couldn't get either.
We did get fresh ham.
But we did get some shaved fresh ham, which is going to have to do.
And so, you put some pepper?
Yeah, I've just put some pepper on there.
Here are the mushrooms cooked down, as you can see, and just to dry up any remaining moisture, I just put some breadcrumbs with it. So I'm going to put this out and spread it.
Now we also have some egg wash here, and he'll show you how this is all going to come together. But apparently this is meant to go very thin, I think. Press it down to make sure the moisture's out. The trick with this dish, it doesn't look hard. I think what we're both discovering as we make it is the execution is really, really important. This has been resting.
There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. It's quite finicky, but I'm hoping that the end result will be worth it.
We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, so I'm in the process of rolling this big sausage.
It's not sausage, but go ahead.
And I think what we're going to do, I believe...
You put some egg wash as well,
yeah,
around to hold it together.
And what I'm going to do is, I know where I'm at there, so I'm going to fold this in.
He wants to make sure that it's really tight because apparently that's key, and then we're going to let it rest again before we bake it. And we're going to put it in this pan. It looks like we've already done the ratio between Celsius and Fahrenheit. It looks like it's 392 Fahrenheit, so we're going to round that up to 400 to make sure that we don't burn the pastry. And everybody keeps saying 40 minutes, so look at what he's done here. He's so much better at pastry than me. What are you doing with the ends?
I'm just going to fold them in and squish them in, and I'm going to re-cling film this and put it in the fridge for...
Can you translate and explain to people that you're putting them in like a press and seal wrap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cling film. Well, that's an English term, cling film.
All right, and we're also going to decorate it, but we'll see how it comes together, guys. I'm excited about it. I just hope it works out. Cross your fingers.
Alright, so it's on the tray, ready to go in the old oven. I've decorated it a little bit with a couple of leaves and some swirly bits, but you don't have to do all that. And I've just put some kosher salt on it and ready to go. Alright, so I just pulled it out the oven. It looks kind of nice with the leaves and stuff on it. Well, it's kind of cool.
Kind of nice. I think it looks incredible.
So
look at this.
It needs to rest for about 15 minutes before we cut into it. So, I mean, I'm starving, but I've got to wait.
But that is the moment of truth when we cut into it. But my goodness, look at him with his puff pastry skills. Look at this, you guys. Seriously. And how long did you end up doing it?
Well, I cooked it for 43 minutes at 400.
Right. We said 40, but he wasn't convinced. We had a little bit of a bigger cut of beef. But are you kidding me? My husband can do that? That's pretty amazing, you guys. I don't care what it looks like on the inside. This just looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. The moment of truth. Here we go from he said, she said, food for thought. We're going to cut into it. Let's cross fingers, everybody. It looks gorgeous from the outside. We just have to make sure it's not overly cooked. We have to look at the inside, and he's going to split it, and it is perfect. Are you kidding?
All right, I want to tuck into this and eat this. It smells good. Thanks for watching, guys.